Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, peoples. Hello, hello, hello. Um,
And as always, let me check to make sure we are being heard.
Echo.
Echo?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just talking.
Oh, but
Well, family, we're here to conversate. Me and my wife going to conversate about this particular situation or topic that we're um, conveying tonight. Have you considered my servant? Um, we're going to talk about current events, things that we see today that's going on in the world. Um, we were talking earlier, and we stumbled on this conversation, and we decided that we're going to hold this until we go live.
yeah,
Instead of just talking to you, we're going to be talking to each other. Like we're conversating, we want you to be in on our conversation per se. Um,
yep. So
so
we can be heard clearly.
you can comment under the comment section. You can chime in as well if you're interested about what we're talking about. If you
Okay.
have any questions
Yeah,
that probably we can answer, or maybe you want to chime in about what you see, what goes on in the world today with people,
yeah,
society itself is scary. What we see today, um, me driving in public transportation, I see a whole lot on campuses
mm,
where the kids are actually walking across the streets with pods in their ear, their phone to their face, or headphones on, and they're not paying attention to traffic at all. You have elderly people walking out straight in the middle of the street when the light is green. Um, it's crazy. Now, and recently, me and my wife saw a movie that had this kind of thing going on, whereas that they saw something spiritually,
yep.
and it took control of them and caused them to walk out into ongoing traffics. They get hit. They don't know what they're doing. They just doing it now. One lady got into a burning car and closed the door and stayed there and burnt up with the car. She didn't know what she was doing.
Right.
So it's kind of like what we're seeing today. Current events is just it's chaos. It's so much chaos, and people are just doing stuff that's randomly crazy, like they're not even conscious. They're just deliberately just putting their lives in danger for no apparent reasons. So, even we were talking about things concerning people being healed from pain and hurt, things that they went through, trauma that they went through in their lives, and getting in certain relationships and bringing that into the relationships with them.
Right.
And other people are trying to help them to get healed. But, beloved, listen, if you're going through the same things that we have been through in life, struggles, pains, um, growing up, bad things happen to you when you was growing up, and you still harboring a lot of this stuff and anger and bitterness, unforgiveness. You have to literally learn how to heal yourself, because can't nobody heal you from what you've been through. You can talk about it, but until you admit and acknowledge the fact that it's you, that you need to be the one that has to literally work on yourself
Mm,
before you get into a marriage or relationship or whatever, a friendship or whatever. Because a lot of people could be in your life that's messed up, and it seems like they cool with you, they homies and homettes, whatever.
yeah, we were talking about a couple that we used to be um close to. Um, Good people, but their marriage, um, they're not a team. They're not uh, each other's champion.
Yeah,
So, and we
I
would
like that
notice
word,
that
champion. I like that.
when they would come up, we'll be cool. And then when they come over, they bring an energy with them. And even before they leave, we'll be arguing.
Yeah. And we
And,
had no problems all day,
all day,
all week, all month, whatever.
And we kept noticing that, but yet we kept asking them to come by. And we were talking this morning. We were like, what is it that we feel that we need? We noticed, we were aware of the energy and what happens, and to us, even when they bring it, but we still would ask them to come by. We still wanted their company. We was like, what is it in us that's not? It has to be something in us that's not healed. Yeah. To feel that we need to accept this level of connection.
Yeah.
What is it in us that keeps reaching out to what we know is not good for us, instead of just trying to cleanse ourselves and wait for a more healthier friendship? And we learned that a lot of times doors won't open until we close some doors that need to be closed. You can't level up if you're not ready for that level.
Yeah.
The overseers, source, they are here to guide us. They're called overseers, and we talked about that this morning too. They're called overseers because they oversee, they supervise. Mm-hmm. But the action is ours. Yeah. We have to take the action. And a lot of our journey after dropping religion, the question we still fight with sometimes is, what is our purpose now? Yeah. What are we here for? Because a lot of people say you're here because of something you did in another life, here to learn. But the thing about it is, the stuff that we try to get healed from is the crap that happened in this lifetime. Yeah. Not past life. This lifetime is what we trying to get healed from. Yeah. So we don't believe that now. No. Because even this week, we have been led to heal for some hurts from other people, blood relatives. Mm-hmm. And it's weird. Well, not say weird, but it's funny that when we started removing those layers off and getting healing, things that we've been wanting, the doors have been opening. So there has to be something to that. We're learning to go by what we see and experience versus by what we taught and believe in faith and all the other stuff, because that's bull crap. It's just crap. So,
to be honest with you, we can quote scriptures from the Bible, but the Bible really actually tells you to call on somebody to help you, to believe and trust in.
And it tells you confess your faults one to another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says that, but at the same time, we still are told to trust God and believe on him. He shall, deliver you from all that you're dealing with, or heal you. And with his stripes, we are healed. By the Lord's stripes, we are healed. But beloved, you ain't healed. I don't care if you go down in the water 3 times and get baptized. I don't know how many times you go up and say, I confess my sins. He's faithful and just to forgive me for all of my sins and cleanse me from all unrighteousness. You don't get cleansed immediately. Now, you say those words, but it's something that you have to do after you say them. It's a constant job to continue to work on yourself in this timeline. You still have to continue to look at yourself. I look at myself on a daily basis because I'm now coming to a point where I have to learn that everybody that was in my life wasn't always the problem. I could say they was there. They helped to create some of it, but I had choices that I had to make. I made some choices in my life that I didn't have to make, that hurt me, that devastated me, that put me in painful situations, that got me put out on the street, or put myself in a bad relationship or a bad marriage, or hanging around the wrong dudes that I was hanging with, got me into gang fights or whatever, or shootouts. Those decisions I made. I made those decisions. I didn't have to go with them. I didn't have to go and get drunk and get myself caught up in a bad situation. I didn't have to deal with a certain female that got me in a bad situation, or go to the altar with somebody that eventually treated me like trash later on in the marriage. I put myself in that situation. How many times I was told, don't do that. Don't mess with that person. Don't marry that person. Hot in the pants. Thought I had the right one. But we do that. We do that as human beings. We're emotionally messed up. We feel insecure. We feel like we need somebody. We feel like that person could help us to make it further in our lives. And oftentimes they don't be that person, or those individuals, or that friendship. Or it could be a job too. Mm-hmm. You can get a job that you feel like, though, that's the right job. And then once you get it, you're happy about it. But once you get into that job, you start seeing the real deal behind that job. And it takes you down a bad way, down a bad road as well. Because you connect with people on that job. Or you think the money is good, but all money ain't good money. So today we're going to deal with how the Bible talks about, have you considered my servant? And being that the overseers don't really come in and jump in and start pulling us away and taking us out of situations, they see if we're going to continue to go one way, or we're going to decide to make a detour. Because it's up to us to make those detours to get back on that timeline that is purpose for us. Mm-hmm. So they probably saying, have you considered my servant, whoever that's buffing us, that's taking us through these things? Are we going to come to a place where we say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of going in this direction. I'm tired of making these wrong decisions. I'm tired of hanging with these wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of whatever my problem is, drinking, whatever, hoeing, or, jumping from one bed to the next, or whatever your situation may be. You yourself have to come to that conclusion in your time life. You have to. So again, we was talking about these things, and we was talking to each other about it, holding a conversation. We was getting into some deep stuff. And that's what we want to do tonight. We want to get back into that conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? So, my question is, what is it that you have to, what do you see in this world that is called that shakes you or cause you to sit back and do a double take and make you think about this, and you know what I mean? When it just say you had something to do, and because of what you saw, you forget about what you had to do and you start thinking about that's more weight on your mind than what you wanted to do. You had planned to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, really, things started getting weird after the pandemic. Mm-hmm. How evil and cold-hearted and cold people have become. Mm-hmm. The younger generation. Yeah. I'm talking the teens and the early 20s. Mm-hmm. It's like they are on some stuff.
Yeah. Some new age stuff.
And a lot of it, I believe, is stuff they're putting in these vaccines, what they're putting in the food, the drink. Mm-hmm. They finally are admitting that fluoride is affecting the IQ. Mm-hmm. It's dumbing down our society, which we've been speculating for years they've been putting stuff in the food and the drink.
Right.
But now they're admitting to
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So my thing is, why are you admitting it now?
Right.
Spiritually, things are just, you can't really deny things we're seeing. The weird skies.
Yeah.
The clouds, non-clouds, the weather. Just how it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes you just know what the norm is, and now when you go out and look, it feels different.
Yeah.
The energy is just, it's a scary energy.
Yeah.
There's more passionate killings.
Yeah.
Meaning there's more couples killing a partner killing another partner, and having no emotion.
Yeah.
People running over people with their cars.
Yeah. Videotaping.
Videotaping on fake. No emotion.
No emotions. Yeah.
No remorse.
No.
The anger level is increasing. The hatred that's been stirred up is, to me, at all-time high. I'm not from the 60s. And I know they said it was racial tension then, but now people just don't care.
Yeah.
They're saying anything.
Yeah.
Black, white. These are scary times for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's to the point where you have to be on guard the minute you walk out this door.
Yeah.
You gotta be on guard who you let in your door.
Yeah.
You do have to have a gun in the house. My thing is now is kind of not a necessity.
It is. It's like having a fork and a spoon.
And now they're messing with technology.
Yeah.
Another country, Australia again. Banks shut down. If they didn't have cash, they couldn't get gas. They're trying crap now. And now they're not even trying to hide it.
Yeah.
And people know it. So I try not to sneak it and yawn at the same time. It's like they don't care if people talk about it now. They don't care. They used to try to hide their hand. Now they don't. Now it's like, okay, so what you gonna do about it?
It's deliberately putting it in your face now.
Yeah, and it's. We were talking about this morning. So why are we here?
Yeah. Right.
And when you take the Jesus piece away, when you take even just the Savior, period. I don't care what you call him. Even the source, even God. Save
us from what?
From what? It's like we thought we was here, shouldn't be here, waiting to be saved from here.
From here. Yeah.
But we're born into this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're trying to stumble through life, trying to find your purpose. And all the while you have the opposing spirits and entities trying to keep you distracted with hurt, pain, murders, killings, all this stuff that you need to be healed from to even begin to open up for healing, to hear spiritually, to figure this crap out.
Yeah.
It's and that's why we named it Have You Consider Your Servant, because it's like, did they send us down here to figure out, okay, the ones that's gonna work it, figure it out, test them, and the ones that make it, you graduate from this place.
Right. Excuse me. Yeah.
The ones that don't make it, got to come back and redo this.
Again. Yeah.
It's like school. So is this realm one of the realms or one of the grades that we have to pass to get to the next level?
Sheol.
Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, you think about all the things that you have to deal with in a space of a day. When you get up, get dressed, go out to work, think about all the noise and the hoopla, rah rah, cars everywhere. People, you smell weed even when you drive it. You can smell it from another vehicle. You can smell it in the air. And what's in the air? It's already started. It's already going on before you even wake up. Even when you sleep, stuff is going on. You wake up to alerts. You wake up to breaking news. It's going on all night. People shooting through people's houses, grazing a child's head. You know, taking many shots into some. It's something that's constantly going on. Evil is constantly happening. It's happening now when we're on this video. Believe me, when you go to the news at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, something happened. A police officer got shot at, or somebody got kidnapped, or a family member got killed by their own kids or their own spouse. Something is going on right now. Evil. Countries are getting flooded with water. Earthquakes are happening.
Volcanoes
erupting.
I just read it was dormant for 800 years, and all of a sudden, 6 eruptions since December in Iceland. So whether they're making stuff happen or it's the earth saying enough is enough, you can't deny that there's an increased negative energy all across this planet that is inhabited that we know of. And I know the news job is to spread fear, negativity. We get that. But reality is you just in your own neighborhood, when you go out the door where you work, you see it. Everyone's talking about it. So it's not just the news, it's negativity increasing everywhere, and it's touching every race. It's touching every country. It's not just here.
What blows my mind, so many people out here seeing it and ignoring it. They have a blind eye to everything, but they see it. It ain't happening in my household. It ain't happening on my block. It didn't happen to me, you know. But you have to have some kind of conscience and awareness of this is ridiculous. This is what we have to deal with in this dome, this firmament. This what you call Sheol, or if it's what it's called, is this hell what we talked about? I mean, literally, I don't want my son out in this shit. In society, I don't. He has to go to school, he works, but we have to yet keep an eye out, an ear out. Is he protected? Is he good when he get on that bus? Is he coming home? And we have a confidence that he's going to be all right. But come on. In reality, anything can happen. We don't want that to happen. But it's a fear. I'm worried about my wife when she get up and go to work, and I'm already at work. Babe, be safe. Drive safe. Please get home safe. Call me when you get to work. Have Georgie text when he get to school. You understand what I'm saying? These are the things we have to yet do. Whereas that at one time or another, we didn't have to feel like that. The kids can walk to school. You may have some bullies or whatever, but
and now even with that, these kids past bullies, they're straight mean.
Yeah, they straight shoot you, stab you.
They're ready to
snatch whatever's on your neck, turn you over, take your shoes.
They are
these kids, man. It's like no remorse for life. No, they heartless.
And then this vaping and this weed, this record, and then what was the other stuff? The potpourri, the
hookah,
and all this other stuff.
That hookah
that they sniffing and smoking, that they say is harmless.
Please.
Now they know it's not. First of all, I told him the other day, the FDA is the Federal Deaf Association. That's what I consider them as. And if they approve it, question it. Because they're not here to help us. They're not here to heal us. They're here to experiment with us. To see what results they get. Now they got the monkeypox out. They're trying to bring another virus so we can have another pandemic.
I thought I had a dream on that. This dude did a whole joke on it on Instagram about monkey. But what did you give me? You know, I did such and such. I had sex with you, and he acted like he all tooled up in the hospital. He got these little bumps and spots on his face. He making a joke about this shit, but this shit is for real. Mm-hmm. And y'all making jokes and comedy out of
all because you want viewership
and money. Mm-hmm. Y'all plagiarizing. Y'all having fun with this shit. You think it's a joke. You think it's an act. They playing with us. They're allowing shit to come out, and y'all don't believe none of it. Exactly. AI, that's fake. That's fake this and that's fake. They showing things that's coming up, showing up in the sky. That's fake. That's fake. That's blue beam. That's
right, but some of it is, but a lot of it is
some of that stuff is real.
A lot of that stuff is real, and they're mixing it in with that so you can question it.
Yeah, and they're doing you don't think it's possible. There's no aliens. There's no Anunnakis. There's no, you know.
Now we don't believe that they look as hideous.
I don't believe that. No,
I believe it could be people that look just like you and I.
I don't believe that.
Walking around here looking like regular humans, and they're not human.
Yeah.
We would never know. You know,
they could be soulless people. Mm-hmm. People without a soul.
When we had our ministry in Phoenix, we to this day we believe the person named Mike. His name was Michael.
Michael, yeah.
Real tall, dark skinned, pleasant
brother.
Good spirit brother. Mm-hmm. Always helpful. We believe to this day he was an angel.
He just up and disappeared.
Just out of the blue. He
came to the church.
Did what needed to be done, and bounced.
He just disappeared.
Mm-hmm. And we was like, wow.
He just disappeared.
And the fact that his name was Michael.
Yeah, that gave us some chills.
It did.
It really gave us some chills.
Again, it's not that we
time travelers. They talk about that.
So we believe that the problem we have is what they have written has been tainted. Yeah. Spiritually, though, prophetically, that stuff still exists. It's still in motion, but now we don't have the waiting for a savior mentality.
No.
We now know we have to put in the work. We have to do what we have to do to get results here. And it has to be with a clean heart, a healed heart, a pure heart. And that's why things come to buffet you, come against you, because if it's something in you that's not healed, it got to be cleansed. Let it go.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's you that have to make a decision every day, not to fall and decide to do something evil or stupid, or when somebody cuts you off, you ain't gotta go and be road rage with them, pull them over, chase them down, and give them the it's like people will try to make
fuss. It is
all that, man.
That's just running up your blood pressure,
man. But it's every day you have to fight.
And we speaking to us.
We have to fight these negative and energy in this realm. You have to fight the devil, so-called, whatever you want to call him.
Devil, demons, negative
energies. You got to fight them. You got to fight this shit every day. I deal with public transportation. I deal with people that get on nasty, disrespectful, drunk, humming, just because I won't talk to them, or you know what I mean? They take their time putting their fear in. They're never ready when they get on the bus. I gotta tell them hurry up because I gotta move. I can't wait for you to look for all this money or your car. You're supposed to have all that stuff ready before you get on the bus. Your car's supposed to be out. Your $1.50 should be out. Whatever you have to get fare to get on the bus, you should already be ready to scan it, whatever, or put the money in. I shouldn't have to sit there and wait for you about 5-6 minutes, and we got passengers that need to get where they got to go. I have time points, whatever. I'd rather be late than early, but still, we have to learn how to be ready. We're never ready.
This generation,
you're never ahead or thinking ahead.
This generation seem to like they don't have a care in the world now.
Oh my God.
They just don't, and no consideration of anybody else.
I'm telling you.
I remember, and we talked about this. We talk about it all the time. When we was younger, it was kids were respectful.
Oh,
we didn't say first names.
No.
And this is not the South. We didn't say first names. We say yes, ma'am, no sir,
ma'am.
please,
yes,
thank you.
Yes.
All that now.
Yeah, now.
Ooh,
they call their parents by their name.
You can't find children that's respectful.
They
and
cuss
this is
their
all
parents
racist.
out. They fight with their parents.
They go into school wearing stuff that is very revealing. We are in that, and news media and governments has helped make it that we have this generation. And then they made it where you can't discipline your children.
Can't put them on punishment.
Can't
so
it was a plan in motion to destroy us. It really is. And that's why, again, when my husband said the title, I'm like, oh, that's just good. Because that's what we are. We're all a bunch of Jobs around here.
Yeah, y'all being considered. You ever think about that? Don't think it is just a story in the Bible, because this is what it is. Put yourself in that. All the stuff Job went through with his wife and his kids, and he stayed saved. His wife told him, why don't you just curse God and die? He told her, you sound like a foolish one.
And listen, this is what's hit me. According to the Bible, this was God
that was putting
that told Satan
to go
have
ahead.
You considered my servant, Job.
Do what you could do, don't take his life.
This was God.
Yep. The creator.
The creator, the one that's supposed to be for you if you're obedient and just and faithful.
He's supposed to be protecting him.
Supposed to protect you. Your life's supposed to be better, easier.
The devil should never had no way, no how to get in his fort.
He said, touch everything but his life.
He put boars on his body.
Killed the first wife.
Killed his kids.
First and wife and kids. No, killed the kids.
Killed the kids.
Not the wife.
Killed the kids.
Killed the kids, not the wife, and gave him a new set of children. So again, but this is God.
Yeah. Save his life, kill everything he got, touch everything he got.
Yeah.
Even this kid. See, that's just an evil God. He said, touch everything else but his life.
So what is the point? And that's why, again, we believe this is Sheol, and we believe the God of that Bible is the God of this realm, and how things work in this realm.
Yeah.
And they made him to be a holy, just God. And there's nothing just with being tested for doing nothing.
Right.
Because Job was faithful.
Right.
And you getting tested and going through something worse than somebody who murdered, killed, and everything else, you're going through the same or worse.
And his best friends even said, you had to sin. You had to do something.
And he had done
nothing.
And then us as preachers would say, well, he did. He feared. Okay.
Who wouldn't be in fear if they killing off everything he?
So he had a fear, a secret. We remember we tried to break that down.
Yeah.
He had a fear. That's why he was tested. That's why his kids was killed. He had stricken in his body. Come on.
The devil wasn't even thinking about Job.
Listen.
He wasn't even on his radar. Because he said, your hands is on him. He's protected by you.
Think about that story. So that right there, and this is why we have to start believing what we read and what we see instead of what we're taught. It was very clear that wasn't a just God.
No.
That describes the God that's here, that's in action right now, that's testing those whose heart are right as long along with those whose heart not right. Because we know people right now that's doing some dirty, heart ain't right, and they living good.
Tell me about it.
Everything is aces.
Going smooth. Getting awards. I'm at my
Listen.
I'm at my job at appreciation for the employees and people that do dirt. They getting awards, plaques. I'm like, how? These shady, crooked mother fathers are getting awards, and they disrespectful. They nasty. They don't help you. They don't answer the phone when we're in trouble, whatever case may be. We call. I mean, and they're giving these people accolades. And we figure out this realm is for the evil ones.
And that Bible, that book, is for this realm.
For this realm. Every evil entity, every evil person is rewarded. Think about all the movies they make off of murderers, serial killers, rapists. They even write books about this.
Mm-hmm. And you even got to read that. Read some Old Testament. We were talking about this story. Remember how he said, go kill all the men?
Yeah.
Take the women and children.
He told Joshua.
This was God.
He told Joshua.
This was God.
Go into the camp. Kill all the men, the kings. Cut their heads off. Save the women and the children.
So how is this just?
Just killing tribes. They ain't bother nobody.
So they was being tested, the ones that got killed, because they weren't.
Why? They weren't doing nothing to nobody.
They were living their life.
Wars coming to them. They attacking them in their sleep.
All because of some land that they wanted.
Nowhere alert. Because they don't know, they feel like they serving him and they ain't doing no wrong. All these people serving him.
No just reason why they was slaughtered, killed.
Uh-huh.
And their wives and children was taken.
You could sell the slaves. Mm-hmm. You could beat the slaves.
Come on.
But you can't kill them. You hear all that? He condoned slavery. Ain't that wicked? Ain't that evil? These people ain't doing nothing. They calling upon him in the process of them getting this done to them. They crying out to him. Mm-hmm. Lord, save us. They singing hymns and believing in him to save them, but he's sending this. He's sending the war to them. He's telling the slave masters they could beat them. They could sell them. They can do whatever they want to do to them, their kids, their wives, but you can't kill them. That's raping your wife, killing them, or beating them in, beating the kids, raping the kids.
Sounds like today, right? Sounds like what's happening right
everything now. Everything is up and up, long as you don't kill them.
Right. So what we have, with everything that's going on, that we're seeing, we're picking up sensing spiritually. The best advice we have for you guys is get your hearts cleansed, heal, so you can hear spiritually like you've never heard before.
I just heard if you don't, this evil place will overtake you. Mm-hmm. Because it knows where to hit. Mm-hmm. That right spot, that right pinpoint. If you don't get rid of that anger, that unforgiveness, that bitterness, you're going to hurt somebody. And it's not going to be really what you want to do, but it overtook you. Mm-hmm. You snapped. You blanked out. Because it happened to me. Somebody came to my house unwelcomed. I opened my door. I picked that mother up by the throat. This man was 200, maybe 300 something, 200 something pounds. I lifted him up by his neck, didn't know where the strength came from, and threw him down the steps. He broke his leg in 3 places. And I started down the stairs until I heard my son call my name. I ain't hear nothing else until I heard his name. Heard him call my name. I ain't hear his mama. I ain't hear dude choking. I was choking the shit out of him. I blinked because I was angry, hurt, tired of the games the person I was with playing. I had to get out of there. And then the person that did that to put a hit out on me. And then the person that was supposed to do the hitting found out the dude that put the hit out was the one that agitated all this crap. He found out that that woman was my wife, not his. The dude came to apologize because I made a decision to get out of there. Whatever the decision I made, I got back on time or with my time life or whatever. But the person that was supposed to take me out found out that the dude that hired him was the shady one. And guess what? The person I was with, this woman I was with, she knew the dude that was going to kill me. I caught them talking. She knew it, that he was supposed to take me out. Dude followed me and didn't even know he was around me, was following me. So I'm telling you, I almost killed that man. I could have.
Close those doors.
I'm telling you.
So it won't be used to get you off track.
I got out of that marriage because it was dangerous. And it wasn't me that was doing the dirt. So people can bring dirt to your door. And if you're not tired enough to get out of it or change yourself or take it and look at yourself and say, I'm stupid, I got to get out of here. I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired of being in pain. I'm tired of this woman playing me or whoever playing you, using you, taking you for advantage, for granted. It could be family members. It could be your spouse. It could be your kids. If they grown, they put their asses out. You got to have some kind of peace and some kind of sanity. You got to have some quietness and something. You got to be in a place where you can move and do what you got to do without all this evil shit chasing you or in your house or in your atmosphere.
Because if you're not healed, you can't help nobody else. And we said this before in another video. You can't have all these open doors for these counter spirits that come and wreak havoc in your life because they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to be healed. They don't want you to receive guidance to where you can live easier and more in peace.
You got to forgive those people. I had to go back into that person and apologize. That spouse, I went back and apologized. Regardless, if she would not or whatever I did to cause her any pain, whatever the case may be, I apologize. I need to do that for myself.
And when he did, I forgot what happened next. I mean, since we've been on this journey of healing,
cleaning up our own backyard,
the things that we've been wanting, been released. Yeah. Spiritually, the things we've been seeing and hearing, interesting.
Clean up your own backyard.
It's some personal things, can't share it, but been hearing crystal clear and been getting confirmation from other people that what we're hearing is correct. And they have no idea.
None.
And it happened again last night. So it's just, there is something to being healed and whole.
It's not worth holding on to.
It's not worth being a chosen servant. It is not worth being the chosen servant. the considered servant.
Yeah. But in the process of you being, if you're chosen, have you been considered? You got to look at yourself so you can stay considered.
Yeah.
So you can stay on that timeline of yours. So you can succeed in your timeline. Your timeline has to be spotless.
But not stay considered.
But I'm saying what I
Now,
mean.
I know what you mean. I just
not
want
being tested, but
Yeah.
not lose your status
Yeah.
as a chosen.
Yep.
Don't lose your power.
Because if your purpose is to be used or to help someone else here.
And what we're doing now, we had stopped.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, we did. We stopped.
We had stopped doing videos. We had stopped talking, and things started to get a little bit of bumpy.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we decided to go ahead and get back to our flow of sharing, things started kind of leveling itself out,
Mm-hmm.
even with the bump still.
Yeah.
Because something don't want us to do this.
It's a different attack.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way to put it.
It's real.
It's the stuff now that happens. It's like we're warned. Okay, this is about to happen.
Yeah.
This, be prepared.
Yeah.
Whereas before,
or we see it.
Yeah.
We see it. Like my wife was dealing with something. We both were dealing with something, but I called her and said, "You know what, babe? We're looking at this the wrong way. Mm-hmm. We're looking at it the wrong way. We cause it to cause us to be frustrated and angry. Mm-hmm. We have to look at the positive. Mm-hmm. We have to accept and welcome it. Thank you, because it's doing something for us as growing. Mm-hmm. It's causing us to see ourselves, and not allow whatever we're dealing with to pull us down and have us, frustrated, aggravated, angry. Mm-hmm. Why this? And questioning it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to stop questioning. When we get buffeted. All right, what now? What I got to learn now? What I need to know now? What is it that I need to see about myself or see about this situation? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you don't, you're gonna it's gonna keep coming back until you clear that up. It's pointless, man, to keep holding on to people. People treating you like whatever or treated you like whatever. Mm-hmm. It's time to forgive them for yourself and let them go.
And don't wish them ill.
Nah, that shit either.
Don't, because when you do that, you open the door for stuff for you.
Whatever they need to get dealt with, let this universe deal with them. Mm-hmm. Because whatever they was supposed to do, they couldn't do it. They're gonna get tormented because they didn't complete their assignment. You understand what I'm saying? So like the Bible declared that sometimes the demons that didn't do what they supposed to do went back and they got tortured. Satan tortured them. So if that's the case, it's the same thing with people that are supposed to be assigned to your life to kind of tear it up, destroy it, and you figured it out and you got away from it. They failed in their assignment. And being that they failed in their assignment, something's going to happen to them. They're going to have to deal with some consequences and repercussions. But you don't have to see it. You don't have to even speak it on them. It's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Karma. It comes back. So I'm like, I don't need that evil stuff coming back in my household.
Right.
Shit just ain't worth. I want peace. I want to be able to laugh and enjoy life without the hoopla and the rah-rah.
Right.
Period.
Because those opposing spirits was happy during the phase of the time where we was done with everything.
Oh yeah.
But recently we were like, why do we throw out the good with the bad? What was it that was working when we was in the Christianity? We need to keep that part going.
Yeah.
And we brought that back, the healing. And even though we weren't trying to fast because of health situations, we were fasting, kind of, So, and when we did that, stuff just started unlocking.
Yep.
And then we were like, okay. So it's teaching us to do what works.
Yeah.
It's teaching us to to take the truth out of religion. Because even the Bible tells you to test the spirits.
You see whether it's of God, yeah.
Right.
Test the spirit by the spirit.
And give me my word. And so my thing is, we've been taught to not do what that word says.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest problem. And that's why so many Christians are frustrated and angry and evil and mean, because they're doing what they're told to do,
and they're not seeing no results.
And they're not seeing any results, and they keep doing it, thinking that eventually it's gonna happen for them. It's not.
Case in point, this young lady was on Instagram and she was telling about how she gave so much money to this church she go to, particular place she go, church she go to. She'd been there for years. She gave so much money. She gave over $700 one time for her tithes and offering. Now she in need. She about to lose her car. Her bills need to be paid. So she went back to the church and asked for help. They considered what she did for them. It's
what she had to do, right? What she it was something she needed for anyway.
Now they loaning it. She got to pay the church back for helping her. But she was like, well, all this money I gave y'all, my tithes and offering, you mean to tell me you're not going to help me to take care of my responsibility after all the money I've been giving to y'all, and now I'm in need, you won't help me? I got to pay this back? And out of her mom, she said, I see why people don't want to go to church, back to church no more. And she said, I'm not telling you not to serve God, but this right here turned me away. And that's sad. But this is why.
Those tithes and offerings should be stored, because it says stored house.
Yeah.
It's for a storehouse.
Yeah.
So that there may be meat in my house. And even though, so when people come to the church, it should be an account of money stored up for them. So when people need help, you can help
them without asking for it back. You're supposed to give to them.
Faithful
that's
people,
in need. Faithful.
The ones that's faithful and been given,
come on.
They should have a bank account where it's freely given.
That's right. You 501c3. The government provides for you.
But you're not doing that.
You're
using the money for a bigger and more prosperous or hip church. Okay, that's fine. But you need to have a bank account so when members are in need.
And she said this church has over 1,000 people in their church.
It says storehouse, so that there may be meat in my house. So they should, right.
They would say the Lord, I will not pour you out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive it. See, we're supposed to give to these people that's faithful to the ministry. We're supposed to help them, not ask for the money back. We know you're a faithful tither.
And in the New Testament, the apostle brought the money.
And he distributed
so everybody could be at the same level financially.
Exactly. Even houses.
See, people
furniture, food.
They don't want to touch that.
They don't want to talk about that. See, that's what y'all think y'all supposed to take care of the pastor.
Right. And that's why we weren't successful as a ministry, because we went by the letter of that word.
A man that don't work, don't eat. He's worse than an infidel.
He was a working pastor. We worked and pastored. But those opposing spirits didn't want that. They didn't want us to do it right. Why? Because it's against this realm's spirit.
Yeah, the people that was
this realm is the Antichrist.
Yeah, they want me to be that rich preacher.
Christ not necessarily a person, but Christ is a Christ-like consciousness. This realm is Antichrist.
It's very Antichrist.
And that's probably a topic we need to get into.
The atheist.
Right. This is the Antichrist realm.
Yes, it is.
And if you're trying to have a Christ likeness and a mindset, you're going to be opposed.
For truth, for honesty, for love, for humility, for peace.
Again.
You're not going to get that here.
And people say, well, years ago it wasn't this bad, and maybe
They
a
did.
spirit came here and changed it. I don't know, but as of today, this realm is an antichrist realm.
Yeah.
I don't care what country you're in, it's chaos happening everywhere.
Yeah.
We're in the antichrist
Right.
realm.
It ain't about no holiness,
Love,
love, peace,
goodness, and peace.
See that you love one another, love thy neighbor as thyself.
You treat that neighbor and love that neighbor, you're gonna get used and ran over.
Please, them neighbors don't even like you.
9 times out of 10.
Don't come over my house. Don't say hi to me. I spoke to people down here, and they look at you funny now. I drive by them. They don't say, they don't wave, nothing.
And then the news media got people scared to say anything to a different race now.
Yeah.
Should I speak?
Yeah.
You know, are they gonna try to rob me? Listen,
please, hostile takeover. All these people coming in this, which is not a country, it's a corporation, whatever you want to call it. So many people coming here and taking over, and we not even seeing it. So many different nationalities are coming here in this country, taking it over. They getting free taxes. They getting loans.
We are the considered your servant Job era right now.
Yep.
So
the fight is on. Y'all better.
And again, the fight is different.
Yeah.
When your heart is right.
You can't use no gun for this fight.
Yeah. So
no knife, no sword. I don't care what you got. Boomerang, arrows. That shit ain't gonna work. The fight is in you.
Cleanse yourself.
That's you.
Cleanse yourself.
It's yourself. You fighting against yourself. You got to cleanse yourself before you can help anybody else. You got to look deep down within yourself and see your errors, your ways, your shortcomings, your unforgiveness, your bitterness, your envy, your strife, your whatever. Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of stuff down in you. You know, if you've been molested, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You may feel like you need to be a certain way and you was born another way. That fight is on you. You have to look at yourself. It's what you want in life. Do you want it to be worse or do you want it better? Because it's self-evaluation time. It's time out to point fingers at everybody if they to blame for my life problems. If they to blame. No, you can change that. You still here? You can change that and stop blaming other people. I have a sibling that blamed everybody for what he going through, what he went through. And to this day, he won't. I lost everybody. My mama, my dad, my sister. Now he's sick. And he don't want to even talk to me. And we don't even put two here. He rejects my apology, whatever the case may be. My friendship, whatever. But that's on him. I clean myself for that. And whatever happens with that, I'm conscious clear.
Right.
My heart is pure. I have no hatred for my sibling. He has to make a decision whether he wants to leave here that way or change it before he leave here. Yeah. I decided to change it before I transition, whatever the case may be. With my wife, with my kids, with their mamas. I did that. I don't have no reason to apologize to nobody no more.
Right.
I still yet have to work on me about me. Apologize to myself for the things I done to bring upon myself. The pain, the hurt, the suffering, the trials, the tribulations. I have to apologize to myself and learn how to love myself.
And that's something very different than what we're taught to do. And that's why that story of Job is interesting, because he was tested. He may not have done nothing, but he was tested.
Mm-hmm. For whatever reason.
For whatever reason. So that right there was letting us know that we should expect testing. even if you don't feel you've done it, you have to make sure you're clean, your heart is right. And most of us got hurt. I want to say all,
Hmm.
but most of us are carrying something, need to be healed from something, because that's what this realm brings is hurt.
It's all races. It's not just brown people.
It's all races.
All races.
Everybody has some kind of hurt.
All races have hurt and pain.
And as you cleanse, that peace comes.
Yeah.
Those new levels of open doors come.
Yeah. Shit. If you get to a point you forgive the ones that created you, that evil, wicked, forgive them.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that sent the ones that do harm to you.
Forgive the testers.
Forgive the testers. Forgive the evildoers of this realm. Forgive them.
Yeah.
I mean, what can they do to you for you to forgive them?
It just gives new meaning to have you considered my servant.
Forgive them, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we just wanted to put a different spin on it because, you know, it literally is what it is. You know, we are tested for our good a lot of times. Yeah. Not because we've done anything wrong, but because we need to be cleansed of something. We need to be healed of something. Sometimes we connected to the wrong energies and need to disconnect from something. Yeah. So it could be any reason for the testing, any reason for the trials. But we all servants.
Yeah, forgive those. I feel led to say it again. Forgive those evil entities. Not for you, for them, but for yourself. You ain't gotta love them. You ain't got to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and they're gonna keep doing what they do.
Right. And this is a very different conversation and talk from us of last year. I promise you. Last year we was like,
and this ain't no religion talk. This is for real for me.
It's for real, but it's also learning proof of we did this and this was the result. And we did this again, and this was the result. And we did this again, and this was the result. So there is something to that. What we want to do now is bring to you guys conversation, enlightenment of what we're learning. Not from the book. I mean, we're taking from everything. We're taking from Bible, taking from what we've learned, taking from what we've read other places. Yeah. We're growing. We're more well-rounded.
You got to remember, people are going to be what they are, in spite of you forgiving them. They're going to do evil things. They're going to say evil things.
And that might be their purpose to be here.
Exactly.
Is to just be your antagonizer.
Yep.
That could be their only purpose.
Yep.
We have to stop we have to get rid of expectations.
Yeah, for them to change. Prayer, like my wife was saying, we want to pray for people.
Because that's what we were taught we were supposed to do.
And they reject the very thing that you
can't. Nobody can go against somebody else's will.
Yep.
I don't care if 1 million people pray.
It says, choose ye this day and whom you will
choose.
You know, what side?
Choose.
Pick a side. In other words, who you gonna serve? You know, who you gonna follow? Who you gonna hang with? Is you gonna be evil or you gonna be righteous? You gotta choose a side. You know, a lot of people, the celebrities, they chose a side. They want that stylish life, so they chose that evil side. I mean, we want to be wealthy, but we don't want to do harm to nobody to get it. It's not worth it.
No.
And you want to try to make me that way? No. You can keep your evil, whatever, intents, your evil, wicked ways, your thoughts. We don't want that. We reject that. We don't want that shit. Right. Give me what it belongs to me, but not in that way. You understand what I'm saying? It's, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do nothing fraudulent or crooked and evil just to have a nice, whatever, life.
Yeah.
I want to earn what belongs to me.
Right.
But the right way. I want to earn my wife's love. She's here. I want to continue to earn her love the right way. I ain't got to beat it out of her, threaten her. You understand what I'm saying? Or quote scriptures, you supposed to be submissive. The Lord said, I'm the Lord. You call me Lord. What kind of shit is that?
I'm the head.
Yeah.
I'm the strong.
You beneath
I'm
me.
the weaker vessel.
All that shit. Keep that shit. She ain't no weaker vessel. She's equal to me. We walk hand to hand, shoulder to shoulder, foot to foot. She makes me strong. She's stronger than me.
In some areas.
But seriously, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
In a lot of areas, I mean, she keeps my head turned towards her.
We balance each other.
Man, but I'm saying, though, I ain't got to look at nobody else. She keep my head turned towards her. She know how to do that. I call her every day. Let her know or send a message or whatever. A meme, whatever. Let her know. We there. I'm here. What you need? And it could be times that I don't feel like, but I do it. Why? Because she's doing it for me. I get the same results from her, regardless. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, for what? It ain't your fault. Whatever. But that's how we do. We apologize to one another. We come clean with each other immediately. We don't allow that shit to fester in our house. Because I generally love my wife. And I had to learn how to love. I didn't come with that.
And love is action.
Yes.
Please get out the in love emotions and stuff.
That shit is overrated.
Listen.
Because
love is a choice.
It is.
Serving someone is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Honoring and respecting someone is a choice.
Forgiving someone is a choice.
Honor, respect, all those are considered feelings, but you put love different? No. They're all the same. All those are choices. You choose to respect. You choose to honor. You choose to love. All these are choices. Feelings change day to day.
And I choose to go to work. I choose to go get paid instead of going out somewhere and knocking somebody over. What kind of, really, honestly, you're going to literally go out here and beat somebody out of their hard-earned money.
And they're doing it now.
And they doing it.
They're teaching this generation. We have never seen in these major cities across the country.
Oh my God!
How they're just breaking into factory car lots, stealing trucks, going to other people in droves, stealing their cars.
Yeah,
the Kia, all this. I've not. Then in California, they're breaking into stores in teams, in groups,
and smash
and grab.
Smash and grab.
So come on now.
But where you going with this shit?
And then
it's gonna eventually empty out again.
And you got pawn shops that'll take it. So again, it's people.
So when you ain't got no more money now that you got your money for what you snatched and grabbed, you pawned it. When that money's gone, now what? You gotta go do that shit again. So you ain't got no continuous flow of any income because you won't go to fucking work. You ain't got no paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. But I choose to go to work. Why? Because money comes straight to us. It pays. My wife pays the bills.
But we're the minority. Jobs need people now.
Yeah.
His job got so many job openings. My job has so many jobs. And these are good jobs.
And people standing on the corner with cards, help me, please.
They prefer to hold.
And they got stores all around them. Grocery stores.
Car
washes. They standing right on the corner. But all these plazas and all these stores are hiring like a month. But they won't go over there and put an application in. They'll stand right there on the street every day, all day, begging you for your hard-earned money. And you give it, and people give it to them.
Because they don't want to go work. And we're not talking about the legitimate folks that really are.
There's some fake ones.
The majority of these folks out here with these signs,
they got a home.
Running a scam.
They got a home. They go get in their car after they finish getting what they need out of you.
The reason they don't want to work is because they don't want to give up none of that Social Security.
You goddamn right.
And they can work and make more than Social Security, but they don't want to do that.
They don't want to do that. I don't give them nothing. Not my money.
And now you got people from other countries. They got the wives with their handcuffs
they had their bands
with
on.
The kids asking for food.
And they making gifts and stuff now. They right there on Belleville, right in front of Kmart.
Now it's a whole scheme.
This whole scheme. Walmart, I mean.
And where we moved from, it was just people of melanin.
Yeah.
Coming out this way, they're not melanin people.
Not melanin people.
With signs. These are non-melanin
people
folks with signs.
Yeah.
Didn't know that existed.
And got posters made professionally. I'm falling on hard times. I got 2 kids.
But you got fresh sneakers on. A pack of cigarettes.
Hair done. Drinking pop. Smoking a pack of cigarettes.
Or coffee.
And one guy got his dog out there with his bowl.
Listen.
His brand new scooter.
People.
And listen, with a fan.
If it wasn't always Sheol, it's Sheol now.
Shit.
And we are being tested on all sides.
That ain't right.
But the type
you're supposed to give
of resistance that comes your way depends on where you are level-wise.
Shake your head, man. Shake your head. Shake your head. Look down at yourself. Go look in the mirror and look at yourself. It's a reflection.
And ask spiritually. They'll let you know.
They'll tell you what your error is, what your problem is.
They'll tell you where it is.
You fall short every time somebody cuts you off. You fall short because somebody look at you funny. You fall short because you ask somebody for something they told you no. You get mad. You go off and cuss them out. We have shortcomings. Little shit that causes us to get mad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. I'm just looking at you.
We do. And it's little things, minute things that we don't want to look at and say, you know what, that's me. I know hey, what? No, like that. But later on I'll be like, wow, I really didn't need that. I really don't need that. I'm good. But I see myself, and it's hard to say to myself, damn, and not to go back and say something to your spouse or your partner. Yeah, I was wrong. But babe, all I was trying to do is tell you that I know. And then you don't want to hear it again because you know it was petty. That's my shortcoming.
But remember that because the overseer did speak to your partner and you know that they're aware, you can't harp on it. Yeah. You got to let the overseer and the source work that out with that person. Mm-hmm. Because only they can.
You can't bend that over that person's head.
The victory is knowing that they've heard.
And they acknowledge it.
And they acknowledge that they heard. And that's all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas before, we weren't getting these results.
No.
We were not.
Because we didn't want to admit it. The fight is you.
We were Jobs. We're Jobs now.
They can't blame the white man. They're prejudiced. They hated us from the beginning. No. They probably did. Because they was taught to. They were taught to. And we was taught to hate them too. The blue-eyed devils. Yeah,
they're not our problem.
No.
Another race is not your problem.
No. See them.
Even if it's revealed that the opposing entities are melanated beings, mm-hmm. What does it change?
What can you do to them?
Can't do nothing.
You can't go nowhere and do nothing. All you can do is forgive these motherfuckers.
This debate that everybody's saying, who really are the Anunnakis and all this other...
They were black. They were this. They were that.
All that. What is that going to help you?
Whoever's in control, you got to forgive them anyway. You don't want to come back here and deal with them no more.
Your first step is
shit.
Being at peace with yourself and knowing who you are and what your purpose is.
Their purpose is to do what they're doing. They go keep doing it. Mm-hmm. You got to let them go. You can't keep bringing them up. They the problem. They the Illuminati. The Illuminati. The elites. You know.
And we're not saying not to study. We're not saying that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, how is that going to benefit you?
Can't do nothing to these people.
My thing is
just their realm.
You can have a bunch of knowledge,
whoever they are.
So what you gonna do with this knowledge? How is that knowledge gonna help enrich your life?
Don't waste your energy on them. Don't waste your energy. My cousin told me, don't let your light go out because of somebody evil intentions. And know you're gonna be hurt, but don't let that pain cause your light to go out. I'm not gonna let my light go out. I'm keeping my light.
There used to be a saying: "If people kill you, if you let them."
Yeah,
and that is a very true statement.
Yeah, you don't let these people kill you. Whoever's in control of this realm, don't let them kill you. Ignore them. Let them keep doing what they're doing. Just keep doing you. Keep looking at yourself and say, you know what? They ain't worth the energy or the time or the space. I see other things. I see my future. I see my destiny. I have what the source put in front of me or the overseers gave me to help me to move forward without even paying them no attention. Because this is out here. I mean, just say you see this stuff, but don't act like you don't see it.
Yeah.
Don't act like you don't see it. Address some of that stuff, man. To help, maybe why we seeing this stuff and this happening to us because we need to see something in us to keep us from acting irate when they do it. Oh shit, that's them. That's their life. That's how they live. Mm-hmm. That's how they was programmed to do what they do.
Yep.
Don't let that shit cause you to be get little with them, get low with them. Fuck that. I was told on my job, let them people act like that. Challenge them and then let them go. They don't want to pay their fare. Tell them, you know what? Okay, next time you can't get on. You got to have your fare. You can come now. Do you need a transfer? Give them their transfer. Let them go ahead. Don't challenge them and get into a fight with them. That's their problem.
Right.
But this is your last time. You won't get on the next time.
Right.
If you don't have your fare, I'm letting you know. This is a forewarning. Mm-hmm. Let the people do what they do. Don't bring yourself into it. Don't cause them to want to jump on you or hate on you or do even evil to you to hurt you. Go home the same way you got there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the same way we have to do. We got to go home the same way we came here.
Yep.
If you came here with this peace and love and whatever, and you learned how to get it, keep it. Don't repeat this life timeline again.
Right.
Don't repeat the same thing. Don't let it come back around you.
True. Just like Job passed the test.
You pass.
We're going to pass the test.
We're going to pass it.
He never knew. We still don't know.
And we're going to get every bit of what we asked for, but not the wicked way.
I mean, because we may not know. And to this day, no one knows. I don't think Job knows why he was tested. But he was tested.
He probably don't even know God even said, because he considered my servant.
So just like Job, if
that was really a person,
right? If that was really a person, I'm saying. But with the story, whatever we're being tested,
I feel a release.
Make sure
you feel like a release.
Make
like
sure
a light energy.
Make sure the test is not one to cleanse you.
Mm-hmm.
Get that out the way.
Yeah.
Because when you get that out the way, if it's a test for other reasons, it'll be made known and clear to you.
Yeah.
And spiritual guidance will be given for you on how to rectify that situation. But a lot of times it's because of us.
Self-evaluation, beloved. Stop fighting yourself. Stop beating yourself up.
I wonder if that's, even though he said God said, have you considered what if that was our alternate ego and our alternate person sending Satan?
Our spirit guide.
Yeah.
That type thing.
To say,
it could be.
Here, I need you to consider him.
Yeah.
So he can level up.
Yeah.
I need you to consider him. Test him. Clear some stuff.
because he ain't gonna turn.
Right. Clear some stuff out of his life. Clear some stuff out of him.
Right.
So he can go to that next
even
level.
more. Even he can go to the next level. He's still on that one level. We need to get him higher.
It makes you see that story.
Yeah,
maybe
that could be it. You need to get to another level. He got a better. He got better the next time, they said.
Mm-hmm. Maybe what was not touched is what was needed for the next level.
His wife had more kids.
True. We'll never know.
And he was healed from all his boils
mm-hmm.
and everything. He got more land. He got everything. He got more. Double. He got double for his trouble. Let's put it like that. So
I don't know. It's just,
you know what I mean? So whatever, that could be it, or it could be other things. Again, so we're speculating here. We're not saying
we have
facts.
the answers to everything.
We don't have true
right
facts.
Now we analyze and question everything now.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about. Give us your thoughts. What y'all think?
Yeah, ask questions. Love it. Please. Don't.
What
when you see these videos, it's for you to do some brain searching or heart searching. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we're on this a journey of discovery, just like most of us are. Nobody's gotten it all together.
And we're not saying we perfect because we say that we learning some things, but we learning. We ain't perfect. Believe me, we still get bitter and frustrated with certain things. It's just that this is how we break that monotony. That same old back and forth, in and out, up and down.
And we bring to you guys what we have discovered that works.
Yeah.
What we've tested scripturally, spiritually, what works. So that way it will help you, hopefully. Because it's not easy having your purpose or what you thought was your purpose taken away.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to figure it out in the wilderness all willy-nilly.
Solution.
Right. You like, so now what do you do? The Bible told you what you're supposed to do, but now you get that taken away. It's like, now you question everything because everything is questionable.
Yeah.
So this is going to be our journey and us sharing with you guys. And you guys giving us feedback on what you have gone through, what your journey is. And that can help us.
Yeah.
We can learn together. We grow together. So
we're going to say.
Yeah, we're going to end it. It's released.
Let's say grand resting. To all of you guys, grand resting. Get your refreshing. When you lay down, get your refreshing. Get your energy restored. Your body restored. So. But we say peace. We love you. We out.
Night.